Too. And lectured internationally in China, England, South Africa, and Taiwan. He most recently created the Long Island Visual Professionals Group, one of the fastest growing meetups on Long Island, and Paul will talk briefly about that. He's won industry awards as the National Telly, Medical Illustrators, and Broadcast Designer. Paul's clients include HBO, CBS, Disney Channel, Canon, and Panasonic. He's held senior level positions with several of New York's most respected computer graphic companies, including Editel New York, Lancet Media, and Manhattan Transfer Edit. So please welcome Paul Lipsky. And for students, I'm going to leave these flyers on the front table outside that door, so if you're interested in the scholarship, that's what they'll be.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. This is interesting. It started out where we're really right now. I can't see anything. So what I'm going to do is these are probably the first 3 or 4 slides you're going to love because you're going to be able to read everything. So the people in the back, when I start getting into some of the details of YouTube, you're probably not going to be able to see anything. So I take no offense personally if you decide to get up and move forward. I encourage it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to talk a little bit about my background. I will go over the basics, like 101 of search engine optimization. I am by no means an expert at this subject. I'm a content creator, but I have to know a little bit about SEO to do what I do for my clients. I'm going to talk about why should we care. You know, YouTube, you've heard YouTube's been around since 2012. Who cares about it? Well, there's really good reasons as marketers that we need to care about YouTube these days. And I'm going to show you how to use it. YouTube is, you can't even really think of it as a website anymore. It's more of a web app. It's constantly changing. In fact, there are things that when I started making this presentation that are different now than there were a month ago. There are things that I'll point out that I don't even know what they do. So I'll talk about how to put together your YouTube channel. And then I'll talk a little bit about what you should be putting on it. And that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about today. So, my favorite subject, me, Paul Lipsky. I have a BFA and an MFA from the School of Visual Arts. And the BFA is in photography, the MFA is in computer art, and I won't tell you what year they're from. Yes, I'm older than most of you. My career has been spent in video post-production. So that means that I work mostly in New York City. Our clients were ad agencies or broadcast channels. And back in around 1999, I decided to make a switch. I decided to take my skills and kind of have a mixture of a life between freelance work and higher ed. Having that MFA, no one told me, but that was like the ticket to higher ed, which was really cool. Because I love teaching. Then, in 2007, my accountant knocked me on the head and said, hey, listen, you're making too much money, you got to incorporate. So I knew immediately I wanted to use this concept that I developed in art school called mind yoke. And I don't have time to get into it, but it's just this thing I've always played around with as a concept of creativity. So I now run a company called Mind Yoke Technical Animation Studios. And my little niche is technical animation. And I'll show you the example of that in a second. And then, because I really had so much free time on my hands, I started a group called the Long Island Visual Professionals in September. Here's our meetup page. It's gotten out of hand. It's just gotten out of hand. It's that simple. I started in September, and I think now, last I looked, we're up to 200, and see, this is where the laser is. Look at that. 258 members. We meet once a month. We do really fun stuff, and we're a great group of people. And if you are a visual professional, or even if you're on the fringes of what a visual professional is, or even if you want to know what a visual professional is, you should come to these meetings. Lots of great energy. This Saturday, I'm going to just real quickly go to this URL. You can see it. I usually post, like this is our meeting right here, here's DMALI. This Saturday we're doing something called Art Bites. If any of you know what Burning Man is, this is Long Island's version of Burning Man, where we've gathered artists from all different, from music, live painting, live animating, whatever that means, because I'm going to be there live animating with another 3D guy, video people, drone people, sculptors, and we're all going to be doing it in one space. And we've actually broken down what I like to call the Iron Curtain, or also known as the East River, and we've getting people from New York City are actually coming and signing up for this event. So it's this Saturday night, and it should be really exciting.